Chairman of Ofosu Amponfo, national chairman of the NDC. I don't pay what's an answer. My chairman, na me mano akwaba. It's been a very long time. Chairman, machine.
Yeah.
Na empomo boko dear.
I'm not dumb and the mumpai went here.
Party what to say?
Party dear, na ho den agent ho pinti.
Okay.
The woman says, say, na odi can. Ya shas elections. Na your party no, ne fakim. Kessien pa ene ye branch ka branches your constitution no describe branch as co-terminus to a polling station.
Okay.
Nti ba bia a polling box for a unit
on its own.
Okay. That is how I describe your branch. Nti see am no kase electoral commission for about 40,000 branches across. Nti say dwumadi ye this is ye di no almost in about 40,000
okay.
all over the place. Into who say a juma left for a com. Na needy kind of member party abaso from the national executive, regional executive, because you constituency, any branch executives in say so far the monitors say in Yama Ekuyi.
Okay.
You can first phase, the five regions. For the purposes of a unity, you can say North 5 regions. Upper West, East, Savannah region, Northeast, and Upper East. And after about the second phase, yes, Central, Western, Western North, Bono East, Bono half, and the voter region, Greater Accra. So you go so almost so. We are the final phase, about 2 critical regions. MIM for election 2024. No, Ashanti and Eastern region. Okay. I said to my side, especially.
MIM is that?
For strategic reasons.
Okay.
Kessben. Party no yasheshe money ade nano. Who say some focus should be concentrate on those regions.
Okay.
And police stations no also. Nti mixing and hana akwa drink kakra. Nti na ya no faces no. I'll pick those 2 regions and now hear the number of constituencies somewhere 47 for Ashanti region and 31 for and non constitute nearly about 2/3 1/3 of the number of friends and constituencies now or my receive.
Okay.
The
Eastern region 33, Ashanti region 47. At least.
Yeah. And here in pass better your boss na ya ne ye to abawie no ya ye near protocol me friend retreat na ye no ya ko analyze party no ahoden imadi edi ye onum say the last election no ye de adwuma ye in pefie say we never lost that election
in 2020
we never lost, but eventually no unanimous 7 ekasa intina say ya kan no mpembe including flag bearer in the last election and former president John Mahama. I can say elections are won at the polling stations.
Okay.
Yeah, you said this time no doesn't be any. Let's settle the matter at the polling station. It is opposite we see them be now. A down foundation no and a better quiet down no bit I will stand the shock
of time.
And near me busy. Founded the party no the branches.
Okay.
And the Yama branches near very strong. You who say every be a crowd corner branches in Bioha. Now a niho nipan di ekoto abase ya. Obi person win in elections.
Yeah, especially primaries.
Now akosesa edin no de ababe gum. Me ebeko baabi na obi te say be a Greater Accra ha region kase a yan hyeda nim nipan no obi anim obi ahon no obi wan to obo ase obi ho na owo one constituency on ha kofa nipa bi afri another constituency now also over now about register now you do one akwakoto aba na nipa na we ni anya executive position e be do that yet to aba no you know. Also, sense or two about different constituency and a different polling station. You know, when na nka we hear na so obetena saa baby a oye executive no.
Okay, e won branch no.
But still me koto aba. Aba koto so na line e wo hot tintin. Nti wo beto aba no be wi obeba o me na na ebesi no na asi. Nti no yen hyehyɛ no mu ne say Obama wa, you must be a registered voter in that polling branch. No, so never yeah. On election day, no, you'll be available there to vote. You'll be available to monitor. You'll be available there to mobilize.
Okay.
And then to call GOTV. And yet, Niamachro had GOTV be ha. Yeah, there no GOTV no. Yeah, get out the voters.
Okay.
Because on election day, you need to put in an important team on GOTV, on mobilizing culture.
Okay.
And that is what has informed in decisions. Say, you boss now branches at a go nationwide. The share boss under my leadership. You have more than say, you have my focus near our branches.
Okay.
The sign can say, you have my national of African regional officers near more a year branch, no one barber supervisor.
Okay.
You started years, so vets are near the vet in Pano. Near who say, one way a party man, Casana, one year there to say, amazing. The first time in the history of our party, it will be per polling station executive and a branch executive. Yeah,
national officer
national officers a team.
Okay.
It has never happened. But a team. You were monitoring teams. You know, my national officers, my bomb now, Basso. Sacrifice an for almost about 1 month. Will be on 9 field.
Okay.
Almost free one region. Now I'm across to another region. Now I'm monitoring. Now baby I'm better than na chese eduma sono party ma national officers nko you were other volunteers, you were personal forum for, you were Kessben, and you were other people are one would do one who see what say one bebo na almost sacrifice for surgery way.
Okay.
When you me bon abaso. Nra na me ohona lawyer panyi pa or your monitoring the region frame say more branches be what the dome honey are there. There are some challenges are more resolved. I'm say, hey, adwuma way lawyer kuku ni free in the chamber. Echo and branches boa party. Inti that is the extent to which reorganization no so. You were say your timetable like must say by August ending we know.
Yeah.
Now you and branch elections. No. With me juma. Now by September, yet me to two near constituency conferences near constituency executive members. Now by our timetable no. By October no. Yet me regional conferences.
Okay.
Now
October by, this year.
Now by November, national congress. New national officers on best year party no, for the next 4 years.
Interesting. A friend was joining near a higher Kessben 92.9. In the Asante region, one more 80 on 93.3, and I think across the country, one more used to DSTV, Go TV, and the Guitar TV, and so air show. But you national issues in the Sonia share the issue about hardship, inflation, and Ghana Statistical Service for the by Mutikon and the alternative views are more move to say a buying the Juma a bebo a reshuffle honsem so ewo. But there is a current pressing issue. Ghana Nibia no person muntias. You may read a lot of articles, but monitor a lot of interviews. Why the CI, Electoral Commission, I hear the Akoto point. What is in that particular CI? I catch more attention so much. I must start to say more views. And it's a good stance are more against that particular proposal. No, what are the deeds the CI among Salka?
Yo, Nidikano, for 1992. Yashia Kabamiga Mamoon, yet Kessben. Easy no. Ne botai ne say the constitution ne say womo ehwe abato so. Nti omo responsibility ne say omo betro Amponfo dim na omo timi nya tumi na omo de akwakoto aba.
Okay.
So ohwe 92 ho no kra na ehya say ye to aba na sabre na okwa e church din te say na din o register mu no. Ofoto bi e mo ho bibia ni nti okwa na okohwe odin ye take ya na wakwa kubra polling booth mo akwakoto aba. So time kwa na de opaque ballot box just two musum unim ne wo okwa na de kwa kuya ne paja ndua box no ne hwe egu and na ye call through a number of electoral reforms.
Okay.
You could do baby afede ye de register photo boom satam kra na black and white photos and ye de.
Okay.
You do baby na Amponfo who say black and white na to de bia ube print register no kwa two boom nti hwe nipa na nimu akasa na identification no eye de kakra ema nti ye de color photo bae na ye de eno eye adwuma akiria na akwa kodu baby a ye de abefo de bae ya ye frɛ no eye biometric registration bae nti wo be hwe a wo say for every electoral cycle bia no
yeah
ye try say
reforms
reform ama etimi anya gidie ewo saa nemu no edu baabi a electoral commission for de saa voter ID card eba no omo ye wi breeder document say bia opese okoye passport na okoye onya birth certificate
yeah
birth certificate no enema okwan say ye kire say oye Ghana ni mi ejina so mi ye passport mo in the last election no emra or this nearby say controversies be break or buy omo ye say okuta birth certificate yenye my raise a lot of objections say also the passport ebe ye friends source of identification
for registration
na okuta birth certificate na e passport no wo say no de un recognize it but passport na the main foundation I dey no onipa birth certificate no be accept. It was very surprising.
Okay.
Say Supreme Court ever no mo produce issue no. ABC na no me say there is one very bizarre ruling. Supreme Court ama the ruling on the birth certificate and the passport issue. Be that at its main electoral commission for ekachere and say registration now omo a year before the 2020 elections no the final registration omo ya omo mass registration bill
okay
omo kra my assurance say o use a friend say facial recognition
yes
na dey na say on the card no more you can use it emfa doubt bia emfa nti nyina jitu mu say well, if that is the case, let's go into the elections with it. Okay. Election will be ending in soon transfer by. We ended up at the Supreme Court. The free Supreme Court no buy, and I as a trans can say, and maybe a better about we be no. Electoral reforms. In fact, in the 2012 Supreme Court election challenge na MPP for a challenge John Mahama's legitimacy as a president. When we use Kasano, a number of directives to the Emma is in Ankasa, internal reform. Won't be to me as a Sanema or more. Unfortunately, for 2020
petition,
Supreme Court for no, any express directives be said, original electoral reforms. In the year as a party, I can say reforms no electoral commission for no every bia reform beba no political parties no and a generate reform agenda na civil society for ababesum na electoral commission you recall say even the issue of biometric registration no MPP and a started agenda for biometric registration and no near wa ban and if that's something that will assist all of us, the coin. Into most of the electoral reforms are here from ballot box to transparent ballot box to from register without pictures to voter registers with pictures, from voters register with white to voter register with color photograph. Me are dealing now as a result of political parties. No, one more input any that setting, if you want to use that word in policy making process, a friend agenda, a certain agenda.
Okay.
NTA says, yes, so no, of proposals at the and one of the proposals I can say Electoral Commission IPAC 94 and IPAC arrangement too.
Okay.
The history behind IPAC in 1992 when the one found history book because there are a lot of young people they say more education because they almost knew the antecedent
of the IPAC.
Until Southern MPP for boycott to parliamentary elections. In 1992, yes, parliamentary elections separately.
Okay.
Presidential elections, Rawlings, His Excellency J. Rawlings, Yamin currency, winning and MPP for parliamentary election. Until we got almost a one-sided parliament. With just a few people in NCP, and I'm say one a girl party, I didn't know, independent about one. I say, in the wisdom of the NDC at that time, the Electoral Commission, I say, so one-sided parliament. Now the Akotoaba 1997. Now the one-sided parliament, no Akotanasi. No more mra, they ever regulate about one now. Now, I say one year careful and for crunch and GD, in order to give the opposition MPP a voice in the designing the electoral and regulations. Mama, ye may be a friend inter-party committee.
Okay.
Now, party never opposition, so it means represented Metra as well electoral commission. And you and then a man IPAC at the buy. Enti IPAC no adventure platform. Your cohort ma Sabio battle and your court. But IPAC na ye juma ma ebe peace. Go for free. A man afro bibli babe understand Ghana Electoral Commission no at me I use the IPAC platform no at their building consensus. Ma enhance election management in the country. But this present Electoral Commissioner no buy. I'm saying, Wama the way IPAC near Jumano, and yes, Hannah TV.
Okay.
Say no, IPAC now, or transit now, where I say head mistress be on the students, I call transit. Now, our money orders win, and person. Yes, or input be a your input will not be taken care of. Okay, I say. You call IPAC meeting, General Secretary, can't say be cried and no can't problem between on Electoral Commissioner.
No.
It's not a generate a lot of tension. Yeah, be call 2020 about Mukran. Do baby, Electoral Commission for IPAC meeting near Ben. I bet you one side be banopa, now one side are barrier. So, person build the consensus. How can you have different parties
meetings,
at different sessions? Intini na koye bibia na obeti oso akoye we afi de akofa eminent committee bi kura ye do ba ba ye adwuma say eminent committee obisa me say ebisi ne adwuma be na say eminent committee na omote omo aye in an electoral program sure squad meeting from ko inti ye be committee be under the distinguished friends leadership of Nana Atudazi.
Okay.
And Professor Kwame now where any penny for omu enwonim die e was you must say one more proposals for reforms.
Okay.
Now yem fan koma electoral commission for no. Yes, our proposal no. Ya ni key stakeholders.
That was after 2020 elections.
Ya ni key stakeholders. A share ya civil society organizations ya share ya embassies because ya elections no ya were international organizations also a support to the electoral process. A bit to say Danny Danum, a bit say Canadian government, USAID, and you know, other organizations. Women na ebwa fund our electoral process. Women na no more engage. Me no kasa we no. So electoral reforms na a proposal you require. Electoral commission for have not found any space within their scheme of things. So NDC for no class. We say some crowd no mature crowd na. Yeah, more hearing no more international.
Nanka monka madwin.
Yes, we dey adwin. Okay. Enti no ama IPAC no. Ya hu se okotena ho a. Sabio ye wo ha yenim about 2020. Yenim se sa wo ha about no nyina out of any parties akoto aba no. Say parliament no only 2 parties now were representative of parliament. And no can you hang parliament. A hang parliament ne say obi anhwe da ni dodo bia e parliament ho. Nia a tiebreaker obi a okogina Quantum Crow, I friend independent candidate. I na second deputy speaker. Ono na menka say bi e ba say ye wo casting ballot or then there betumu a be make a difference. Am a difference abom. If you have such a electoral landscape, owo party ono so ene party owo aban mo no nyina dodo ye pe. Na about to ye no so no each of the 2 parties will be 6 million plus.
Yeah.
Into what to balance party no be a Ghana for over 6 million at each of the parties. Your hand parliament. But at the end of the day, the Speaker of Parliament, for the first time in the history of our country, has come from the opposition party. Then it calls to say, "Baby, your mind could no. We need to put our heads together. Now, yet to me, I build a consensus on some of these issues." But see, the court of parliament, president, I won't necessarily obey constitutional instrument now.
Okay.
A regulatory elections now. A friend is saying historically now, electoral commission for me and say parties, I can see me no. Obi amfa nipa baako MSF on the technical committee now.
They proposals.
Normal proposals.
Okay.
Now smaller parties no. Yes, we na so you one person no make ho. This are time on be na yete ya say electoral commission for no say MPP enyi nipa ba ko NDC enyi nipa ba ko. Na smaller parties na mfa nipa miensa. Emra enti so wo hwa yen can say smaller parties no ho ehia but some of them don't even participate in electoral process. And na obi sorry ya na obere party no ne office na share the bag oni party headquarters oni executives or no great on your congress or then you create a situation where those minority parties on this committee if they decide say one me and san can bomu against the major parties on any decision now you're voting they can even vote against us, and we thought it was not right. Be that as it may one more letter by say ye new representative and famra number 7 on the committee ye Alaji Hudu Yaya.
Okay.
And Honorable Daniel Amati, ye deputy director of elections, and the Dom Koise, no better representative. Me no ka say electoral commission for no am involved as far as we are concerned we involved in the crafting of
the team now we call committee
time we can so be meeting ba kon mu fra Alaji Hudu Yaya na o kan so kono so meeting na am maso sada no.
Okay.
And they will call again. Near you ya na say we dey prepare CI no. E dey draft CI no echo reference parliament. Parliament so ye ku e ho no eso o ma ho den so. Subsidiary legislation committee no kra e wo say ohwe sa CI no na omo di ho dwuma no. It is chaired by the minority. Dr. Ayini and o chair sade. To omo ko no mo say sa CI amode ba e ho wonsam. Ade ba ko amode ahye mu say Ghana card the only sole
card I bet
me the
Chama memo about no but me source so me say there is also a legal department of the EC. One more request is one more lawyers from legal department.
That is what I was saying.
Amaliba was there.
No. Legal, who do you hire a lawyer?
Okay.
And he has been constantly on the a friend saying
Technical
CI drafting committee. Either is a legal committee or technical, whichever it is. And drafters are CI. No?
Okay.
He has been there from 2008, 2012, 2016. Alhaji Huda has been there. Or no, and no representative party. There's no timer. If I can say, your representative court now so say or no yet draft CI. No. We don't have any idea to that effect. And Amaliba is our director of legal affairs. Into a party no never sumano amano friend say 2 weeks on Fanco. Sa processes now electoral commission unilaterally at the accord to parliament. The kind of consultation and the consensus building I was say major key stakeholders like NDC making input from we didn't make that input in it. It could do what you say. Some of the Ghana card and Kwana about source documenter. How many people and Ghana card will be? At the last check, I'm here, an electoral commission for NIA for registered about 17.2 million Ghanaians under the Ghana card. Osha in Nipa to buying 2020, no, so electoral commission for register almost about 19 point something million people. And the offer no on a surface value, and I just say nearly about 1.5 thereabout. Or how would you in Okofa NIA for use registration. So more register people from 15 years and above. It is all disaggregating. Now could even 15 years in a film, and I feel NIA for also register non-Ghanaians. It is almost total registration now 17.5. Now breaking it down. Now ye non-Ghanaians film. Now ye one more ND 18 years film. Now by over here. Then you are almost getting about 4 million Ghanaians. When we do voters register more, electoral NIA for and capture.
Okay.
One of the principles of election management, and they say, obey more inclusive program. Constitution, they say, obey more as many Ghanaians as possible the opportunity to participate in our electoral process.
Okay.
And so we started process be I've been issued about 4 million people. Even when you check with the NIA, one more appear before them.
Yeah.
I feel one year biometric near the now. Woman sign count cards a year nearly 1.5 million. Woman sign count card. Oh, shut up, mom started ya. Years our registration ya. A bit more hokra after ne on my registration. Omu baby on my card no wa. Also because registration no. One year no more bar. Yeah, electoral areas. And I didn't no more buy on the register. We are even where to locate baby a for a card. And this is we electoral management body. Now person we elections. Now election no. As many Ghanaians as possible opportunity. You don't go and rely on a system no already from the word go no. Nearly 4 million people out of the system. Excuse me. And Dr. Kojo Farijan issue statement. Minimum say Otobo as a statement now. Or say electoral commission for no go ahead. Say one more the NIA card the Kwana Besha say the better about. One be disenfranchising millions of Ghanaians from participating in the electoral process. And that one is against the 1992 Constitution, Article 42 of the Constitution.
But Chairman, it's that question now has been put to the EC. Now, EC make a very fine analogy. One more say, one more use one more analysis and more data from the 2021 population census. Now, with the estimation of people are now 15 years from the time population, from 2020 to the last registration, 2020 to 2024, every year they are expecting say over 450,000 Ghanaians and are attaining the age of 18. And he said if 2021 over 450,000, 2022 same numbers, 2023 same numbers they are estimating that by the end of 2024, Ghanaian population one more attaining 18 years they will be of voting age, as a sum of 1.8 million Ghanaians. Now assumption say if electoral NIA is able to register over 16 or 17 million Ghanaians within the space of 2 years after the general election near Vienna, then they should be able to register 1.8 million people within a space of 4 years. Now, one more can be able to say, one more can say registration, no, one more yen one time. One more air proposes say yen continuous. Said the Beya Nipano. One more register in 2020, no, so 17 million they registered the tour no, they are there already. One money they will not have the chance because one card yen touch it. But this 1.8 million, no, every day be an working day, is be the office at all the districts, no, one bit me aqua register. So why would one think say within all these years aka yenima betuaba no, yent mean capture this 1.8 million Ghanaians?
In the first place, that argument is flawed because your elections be next year.
Okay.
These assembly elections. Every Ghanaian be already 18 years and above. I was saying it's human who
not to be assembly member.
Into assumption, they say, oh yeah, assumption say by 2024. This is what. How do you predicate your own program on assumption? Assumption of body you will control over it.
Okay.
You see, the Electoral Commission is an independent organization. It's not subject to the whims and caprices of anybody, and then manipulation of anybody. The NIA, no, first nanka under the office of the president. I've been told it has been moved to the Ministry of Interior. Inti abano agents and they will control over the NIA and the activities. Abano agency and NIA. Okay. Be said now you force other than registration, no, Muntimania almost say logistics. Other than Muntimin deploy more machines now anchor Satama Yomuno anchor every district be a year registration. Anchor free Satama basis Sabreno wouldn't have had the challenges that we are having. Okay. Who says SIM card registration by a Ministry of Communication for any telcos? You can say renew registration of your SIM card. I was saying a friend said Ghana card. Yeah. One who pandemonium I created one man with him. It doesn't mean say Nipanam per se on back material radio stations, TV station, and conform frustration on my cum, baby Makoda stadium, baby Makoda NIA for a Akachi. One my yard on Sanka card. In fact, the other time I heard somebody was saying, card crier, my police station acquire report. I'm a police report. But they attached their 1 year near replacement of my card has not been. So the Electoral Commission cannot rely on such an inefficient system. Now they acquire election. When it comes to election, the SIM card they buy. Obi kona na we nya SIM card. Ultimate da cause was next week a battle 1 day to determine the destiny and the direction the tree will go. It won't even for a battle also no. People are so passionate about it. Say, all person will be the right to vote every nation. And the Electoral Commission should not rely on an organization. Abanya now they say, "Miniska de bemamo." Abanya now they say, "Oh, Sadio, we say, Omoye NIA card." Yeah. Maybe call around, call voter region, some other region. So, but call region, beno document and say they yes, distribute no. We even ask, and if you ask NIA for one deployment plan, any kind of fast it was skewed in favor of some regions. For you say we share political landscape now, but advantage in those regions. I can say. How can that be? Because, because regions need been so in regions. But yes. Now we're extrapolating now. We're placing the distribution now. Now say still Honorable Kwame Abuja Adakuru. Also occur NIA office. I want the constituency. Last year you could hear say Nipa he and almost only 1,200 cars on my issue out of about 33,000 registered voters. Why do you want to rely on such a system as election management body, Electoral Commission said? That system we and I'm the Kotwaba. We are opposed to it. Say in the first place no any dependent on card maybe.
Okay.
So we have NIA for ankasa one more law parliament ko amende NIA you know one more act no. One Act 750 no more amende no and omunya Act 950. Act 950 no mo ye enokra no. One more true mu say person oji NIA card na. Also onya birth certificate.
Okay.
Also onya one of these documents, birth certificate, valid passport, valid residence permit, a valid certificate of acquired citizenship, and any other information that may be required by the authority.
Okay.
Over section 3B no, of as amended, Act 750 as amended now. Or say, by the substitution of section 2 of where an applicant is unable to submit any of the specified under document under section 1, the authority shall require a relative of the applicant to identify the applicant under oath. Inti say
guarantee system.
Obi ni card bi ekra na ne ba obi a wawo no ansa ni nua betimi akọ no aka say me nua ni inti ana say but two persons determined by the board to identify the applicant under oath where the applicant has no known relative. Eti ba bia onipa no kwa eni abusua no na aka de nko ano enipa mienu a womo betimi identify no na omatimi adi no hodan betimi guarantee ene ye Ghana card. Enti se Ghana card na nkasa kura a wo koji a wo isi no se sa Ghana card no ena mpese me de source document no aka kire wo se nipa no kwa any relative kura na two people can guarantee for them. Why is it that wo so your registration card na wo pese wo yi guarantor Ephraim because from 1992 abesi guarantor system no has assisted people like obi o sabe ebi kwa some for house number mbakwa no odaki osum oni house number a odeba enti no obi na betumi abdi ne ho adanse so asumasi we minim no ha note ukọ committee 2019 no ni 20 wa omo bachonari on from baby kiosk estate.
Okay.
Ukọ kiosk estate na ko hwe nipa womo da kiosk mbebri wo ho no kiosk bi enu ni house number wo ho no enti obi no betimi identify akaso asumasi we yinim so wo ha enti no enti
what say eno ne ma the opportunity ama more political parties you know more infiltrate system more the minors
look I can
remove because guarantee you know nipa ni nya 18 kra more the number me na me si minua no wanya 18 enti at all times you know SSL registered and no na confusion no eba they want to sanitize the system by preventing such infiltration and more political parties.
Let me just ask you a question. Also with Ghana card. Ghana card na say for birth certificate bra. Electoral commission for your birth certificate. And no be kono kwa birth certificate no the bar. Hina na ejina ha guarantee so nipa no buy no we di 18 years and only 18 years. So wo hwa electoral commission for card no moje no. Eno ne card a o ba baji a wo di no wo registration no registration center ho na wo tie. My party agents about betting now. I can say as soon as we dim say only 18. As soon as we dim no ha. Say card aka nyina wo say nkofo nkoji. Adenti na nipa timi nkofo timi koye passport. Amonya Ghana for. Because time I koye passport na onya Ghana ni no. Obi ani ho a ote ho a or challenge you aka say onya Ghana ni. And if you get the documents now but now say me birth certificate ni we ni me Ghana ni. Passport office no womu ni any form of verification on beka say ye kwa verify ya refuse but eba electoral commission for card omu issue political parties na kokotra ho ema oba omu timi challenge you wo ye man no timi challenge you ma opportunity say political parties bet me challenge you either say onya Ghana ni either say wo ye man no either say wo ye impersonator ni nyina ye ma ho kwan enti the best card electoral commission for no bet me rely on eye omo card omo produce a omo gidi say omo put safeguards ahihye mu a sa ne mo we no nyina wo but if you want to say Ghana card say obi nko voucher nti obi akwa voucher for Ghana card or the buy I was register no obi antimi challenge say nipa na which of them and obetimi aka say sa card we card ye de koto aba ye benya gidi wo nti the electoral commission telling us say they don't have faith in their own card omo produce ana. Then the other question that comes up is that say when you're careful of what they are bringing up to say no a bedroom baby no one back so you kwakoto aba Yeah, the register number come and validate your name in the register. One back as we have validation, no. Say unkuta Ghana card, yent mean validate. Inti nipa bi o hɔ na omudin wo register no mu a enkrofo guarantee wo mo ni Ghana card. E be dru ba bi electoral commission for betimi akase e validation. O Ghana card.
That is for the existing data
now.
Yeah.
So they can even go ahead. The way this law has been crafted, they can even go ahead and say validation. Validation now say uni Ghana card. Untimi registered voter ntino. For Ghana card bra. And that one can lead to the expunge
a lot of
several millions names from the register, and it will be unfair to those people because at the time card no, they will do it at the appropriate. When you say NIA card, National Health Insurance card, NHIS. It will be now a part of the requirements of the Electoral Commission. Say, also we control the others will be use NIH card, and also be use birth certificate, and also be use Ghana card, and also be use cards. Obi the court say your own constitution as be use NHIS card. The Supreme Court upheld it. Compel Electoral Commission for that. The Supreme Court and kind there. And the Yakonia Kwaku one more NHIS card no register now you card because court. And you know our court system. If you are not careful, and after the passage of this law, no, somebody goes and say law not say, a draft act no more the banuma.
Okay.
It says or can be about revocation. Now revocation it says sa law yi eba na agitumu pa. One more be revoke CI 91. CI 91, CI 126. Ni nyina no will be revoked. Enti obi court no catch said this CI omo de abeto parliament animu ni say ye pass ya no obi ko no say ya revoke the previous years CI 91 CI 126 no mo register ya revoke nti no enyem review nti no obi a we register wa under it be under this law no ye need the free mu. And if the court decides, say, look, that is the right thing, we are going to uphold it. And I just said, send me no mudin was registered and now what say, oh, yeah, they are registered more you have a situation where we can revisit the Abu Ramadan case.
Okay. And now the clear stance of the NDC, is not as if say more objective to continuous registration process. But mom peg Ghana card as the only source.
Continuous registration in 2016, before the 2016 elections, and the political parties now agree say their friend continuous registration.
Yeah,
as that continuous registration, yeah, crafting modalities. I had continuous registration, and it was agreed by political parties. Electoral Commission for say the first Friday of every month beyond one by continuous registration. EC district offices.
Okay,
political parties will be present there. No matter now, still obi obey registration be a continuous no. Ya say emrana e de ahyem no obi emusa amra no so. Wom wie sa registration no on every day. Wom the details of the people who register wom no nyina no ebema political parties no for cross checking and for possible challenges. Some modalities was agreed in 2016. Ye nyina je to mu say ye betumi continuous registration. But you see, so a situation over register in Nipa, say could this assembly, over register ABA adding about 2 million extra names to the existing register now. If you are not careful and you adopt continuous registration, you have challenges.
Okay.
Intina Electoral Commission for PMP, what be a limited registration
exercise. Okay.
Limited registration, you will capture more than 1 million plus votes at a time. Now we are now say when you register after subsequently no obi obedi 18 years bia of say or say otroni din no watimi akọ district office for akọ otroni din na no kra so no say we kaso we no on daily basis tell na we kan wa asem ya now doesn't mean say political parties now are going to deploy people say for the whole year no. Every day, their political parties back.
They will give in for the modality.
No, you see, but you see, modalities is based on the parent
Act. Okay.
If the Parent Act is wrong, the modalities will not find favor. This CI must not be laid now until better proper consultation are done for other key stakeholders' interest to be looked at, because it is about determination of who is voted for in the next election. Even at this is assembly election, people are passionate about it. We say now, look, another aspect for from 1992. You throw at registration centers at polling station level. Into obi obeko polling station bia akwakotro nidin no na ya alloto no a polling center oba beto aba nti ye ka say ye voter exhibition a onim ba bia okotro nidin e ho na ye de register no beko no akwa say me kotro nidin midin wo register no mu ana under the present year or CIO omode ba no wo mayi polling station registration free. Since 1992, there has never been any type.
So what it means is that polling centers now ordinarily will be registered now. Almost more transfer from district offices.
They call electoral areas and district offices.
Do you know where a hono entmin center for voting?
Center. Enti se wo now control within Krana. Woman be determined by Bia Obetuaba. And no can lead to gerrymandering. I dear friend gerrymandering because somebody can sit somewhere. Sa electoral area mami move votes we nko ha mami nye say na electoral area yi enye disproportionate in terms of number, because when you say about where assembly election kura no enye partisan, but there is a lot of partisan undertone. This is the first time electoral commission for person omoye registration at electoral area and constituency level. One ni a friend to say a year polling center registration. What prevents them from going to the polling centers to go and do the registration?
Okay.
Any person better than say hanam to abantino. Mamenko in the 2020 election, or I think 2016 election or thereabout. Edru babia. Any pano bekono okoha. Okoha registered mo sunline no here. Ya hwani da ye wi say polling station A within her. Etiko polling station B. Ebinum de ahometie because what was line fear no pa kwesi awia edru so akoto abape ehwe mo esi udi ni we into go to another offense and police station akohwe. A lot of people got angry am mo firi ha monto aba yen say ye this system ne ba yen electoral management no akodru ba bia ya improve now to the extent say bibia ansi ye kwan say ye be koso aye registration no at polling centers level. Na obi abekotro ndimi oni say ha na mechiro medinti no ehon na wose mekokoto aba. That matter is also another matter that will create a lot of inconvenience for people and can lead to manipulation of the voters register.
Okay.
And we think that we don't have to go back to those days.
Chema, it may burn so because it seems NDC EC no ever problem. New concerns I will raise it. One would think say I didn't hear when we invite him to IPAC, more represent it. Almost more IPAC to raise more concerns. How do you expect the EC to address some of these concerns I'm raising?
We have told them say IPAC no. Yeah time NDC time in the IPAC better. Say the IPAC year juma no baby IPAC dey could do you know. And yet that IPAC in the year juma say IPAC ubeko I mean under Jimenez ubeko IPAC na soldier for any police for na kwete tu gina gate ano. And then your battlefield and kwa na yekoko ana. Ukopeja asem bia hey ukopeja electoral commission for we na see ye na yeko oh ade bia e dey background e ba ye no ye so ye dey 2 votes. Na obehwe no na party a ono a presidential election one candidate anko. Parliamentary election one contest bi. Na parties a ye war representation in parliament. Jimenez ye executive secretary of IE no. On one proposal political parties platform, our creative situation say on that platform, political parties or many representative in parliament should not be on the political parties platform. Until that time, now say NDC, MPP, PNC, and a war platforms under Jimenez on one or craft say you know the year. Why is it that Obibekwa obtain a party and now Ochina Yamano a friend saying provisional license to operate. I mean, if you take a party like LPG or say
LPG
and
Apelu
on party office, you be on party office, we back on
Apelu office was raging.
How many offices have you seen?
I've seen one, the one at Kokomle.
I'm asking you, Ekwe party office. How many offices have you seen? We are not saying, sir, the smaller parties are not important, but we are saying, sir, the electoral commission and regulate the activities of the political party. One of the electoral reforms in other jurisdictions, electoral commission is responsible for elections. And now another regulator or regulating political parties. And no they share the electoral reforms. We are we say if the electoral commission for no enyuma doors unti and no monthly call rounds and call parties no and party office for and then no more ya. Nina obaja to hono. NDC, we don't have a problem with the electoral commission. Near the electoral commission for Eddie Dance say. The first political party, you timidly audited accounts. And they are come on, no more simple. I read in them. Now, say, yeah, one more say, one more inspector party offices.
Yeah,
on the letter, Bray, we reply to them on by office. You have access to our party offices everywhere until we don't have problems. Problem, we want to say. The spirit I did say IPAC
for consultation
and consensus building. One more to watch me. So much to watch me. I mean, me for IPAC. Now me the Massamaba. Now me the Massamba. I say when you say yes. Oh, I feel the moment to aba. Now party be love party, peace party, way party. Oh, ya back ya doso. Ye nyina ya see when you pay. Into your views. And the views of majority are representing yang as a political party. That views are not taken on board.
Okay.
And yang proposal I don't say. Yeah, person IPAC ni year juma. But IPAC a year juma from 1994 until Jiman Sabaye, a friend is a commissioner. No, was just the way IPAC ni year juma. And until at last year there was a conference at UNDP Commonwealth a sponsor here. One of the first stakeholders in the electoral process, you could share our done. You could share our done. In fact, Peace Council was part of that process. There is the need for further engagement. And NDC as a major political party, no, a back near Betnase. Now, yadi IPAC no a year juma. But sir, issues na person address no my day by having. Fear no so no. Peace Council for near by meeting.
Yeah.
And now we don't have any problem. Yeah, then say woman single electoral commission for anyone as neutral arbiters and international. Na consensus ya raise about electoral reforms near them. Yeah, adwin side na intimate fanya juma. If you are not so no, Peace Council for the catcher say NDC for ye nimu say there were two major parties and the one man way say MPP so honti say yansu ye MPP for kokasa na ye omojutu say omo ne mo betenase. Na ya to adwin e wo sade wo hu amobegya to mu yes an yebegya to nti Peace Council for no kwa ne MPP for kwatranse MPP for so gitu mu say ye nyina nka mbom ne yehwe kwa befa so a ye de be solve that problem nti a third layer of meeting was held Peace Council for free MPP leadership and NDC leadership and Peace Council kwatranse at that meeting Freddie Blay was the one who led the MPP team. Myself and my general secretary were there, and they got in our yard. They say there's some parties now, we major now there. Then we want to go further. Now, Yama electoral commission for na Bob, not that's nothing. Not me a problem because if you are going to an election, football match, so I mean, just say they're in football. Mukakra, say, we need to am educate you kakra football. Omo kwa baller. Omo be a friend of pre-match conference. Omo match commissioner no. Referees ebedi teams mienu ni nyina kokohia yesi obi a the rules of the game ni we ni e dey kwakwa mo na mo ye players ya pese mo betina bi na mo tie se na be ya ye implement emra na yatimi ayem obi a asomo into that is what is needed say in the electoral landscape no so no the key players no be part of the consultative process you bet who say when isu na tra adwen ebedu ba wubeti say gaka for say some ma we ya referees association de ba na GF for de ba ye ne ye gaka ye ne ye ne kuta team so ye de mu nyadwen womo no ma nyadwen a na referee match between two people almost say we are not ready to play under this rule ubetumi call referee unless they all agree. But
if that is the case, then it will be political parties will be dictating through for the EC. Independent.
No. And then I don't know if on the IPAC. I don't know say IPAC. Some independent. I don't know say IPAC. IPAC no arrangement. You see, say your system be operating. Na system no juma na who say system no papa. Sometimes conventions develop into acceptable laws. Until you do, baby, I say IPAC has worked very well with us. It is working very well now. Electoral Commission for normal organizing about 7 to 8 successive elections. Then kaya man no legal backing po. Then can say IPAC no must be given some legal backing. Ebema one more discussions ne Electoral Commission for no. Etimi enya some legal support ebetimi ya. Inti IPAC has never dictated to Electoral Commission. But all three commissioners are about right from Justice Ofosu and the person Aferijan, ABC Charlotte say ABC Jimensa, not somebody do the crowd. Ombeka say IPAC abwa because me tiwe macha about matna IPAC 17 years. 17 years I've been on IPAC. Ever since I'm a national organizer of the party in 2002. And I'm a IPAC. So, institutional knowledge, I say some of us are building. No. ABA, you buy appointed as Commissioner of Electoral Commission. ABA, you're commissioners. But your knowledge, any expertise, election management, and IPAC, so you bet me that you bet me even those who are called electoral commissioners. Okay. It is a winner system. I just want to end by saying, peace council for as the last time I know Mukasa, almost say they have made every effort. So Umbenya Jimensa now what be na pono at nothing, no. She has not made herself available.
Jimensa nya available.
No, to the peace council for us to resolve the challenges because how do we walk into IPAC? When the challenges that we have raised have not been resolved, how do we walk into it? Until those challenges must be addressed. You're not addressing now. Tomorrow we are prepared to go to IPAC if only a level playing field will be created and respect, mutual respect, will prevail at IPAC.
Okay.
We are no free. IDEC, CDD, any other civil society groups be. I say one more create a certain platform.
Okay.
You debate generate ideas for political reforms. One more other political parties. Up to now, the indications is that the electoral commissioner is not prepared to sit with them and even look at their proposals. Meanwhile, all the reforms are either a vehicle that is used for the electoral reforms process. Either the other time it was IE. When we say, MPP for Dr. Bomianko say 70,000 Togolese names.
Yes,
registered anymore.
Yeah.
IE, any other bodies, and a creative platform. Emma Electoral Commission for no ABB committee. Emma yet public hearing. And your TS has a man. You na no crabby in. So the Electoral Commission itself cannot trigger their own reforms. For instance, one can say about to a better no. Yet started about 7 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Have you? Political parties. No. What ill do you want to cure? Mrebia or another person was the son. There is a certain ill be a more person will be cure. Political parties will be able to complain at you say, you have a problem of 5 o'clock. You say, even in the villages, you train for free 1 villages about better abano. I thought the beer, about 5 now, you say, you close to not lying. At the baby, and maybe your home see you could do manopa. If you do man, how on earth, say, on your own volition, without any prompting, we say, about 1 year 5, maybe 5, you 3. What do you want to? And now consult, and now, actually, say, 5 o'clock, any it's your Jessica and the one about better. The Electoral Commission ain't me acting unilaterally. Say we are independent body. Oh, you be a more, you be a country. Yes, sorry, and your person it is the Electoral Commission has not even opened their doors for civil society for near the answer. Any political parties and 2024 election is not going to be like 2020 elections. The stakes are very, very high.
And no more come what you're saying.
You saw what happened in 2020.
Yes.
You comunipa, a bonipa to Ekumo, a besine, Ubianka Hoshe. It never be brave to see. I was our election numa. Near GD said, even after the Supreme Court ruling, no card won't bet me at church. Election ban Yapa declared results by 5 times since 1992. A busy that. It is any more when we now see a class the business say, a ban the same, and I got to a bar, Electoral Commission to be declared results. Omaba say your results may declare a mistake. Until your Baba says some figures, your Baba says percentage, your percentage is your calculating more than 100%. So what you be now say what the percentage is 100%. The whole system is flawed.
Okay. Chama me Brenna Aswan sir. We've done over an hour. Maybe that's one sir. But Party for no 8 yo. Now these are the clear stance of the NDC. Ekobani say easy. Make amends. No more say one more budget guarantee no system no atumu ana any other requirement. Ebeka Ghana card no one. And no their money problem. And then we find out ways to party supporters.
No, and then again, we have a problem for registration at electoral area and constituency
office. Okay,
it has never happened. The main register be and you register of polling stations, and people are allotted polling centers where
and numbers
they'll vote. And also no Ebama at the Basabasabeba at the Ohabeba and also no we are not ready for it. And now feel baby or crana or just see I no more. Or say you're too about your children at the end of registration. I was Electoral Commission for furnishing political parties for certain details. So details under the new CI or more birth certificate, date of birth and the address of free. Now what say
of one more register no.
Oh register no. See registration yes be and then you register nipa say into your particulars political parties no. Yeah. At the end of the registration day now. First no the details no nipa na register on house number, date of birth and everything. It was more date of birth a free. And normally address a film. Now, so be about the main issue with me challenge a friend is saying age. Now, say what the information about where you age any address system of free man, only panel say back critical now so or sort of me where you free man. What system do you want to build? And also, you're part of this CI. I say it is not right and must be taken a second look at. And they say no, there is an opportunity. Opportunity, they say. Yeah. Parliament committee proposals, and in the proposals the Electoral Commission for G2 say one the guarantee system better one the passport better. Me sure so on buy how many committee better na say omo just had them two more draft here now omo come back no. And now whoever is controlling them catch on say hey my mistake. Enti mon san ko bi na mon ka say sa vouching no any passport ko ye nyin free ni enye Ghana card as the only source document. Sankrofo I say we Ghana card as source document. Say if you are man now bad there. We bet me the passport aba. Me your passport now as a prerequisite for registration. Law be why discriminate.
Okay.
Against other people. And I think that Ghana for it say sa register who do my no. Say oh yeah there now you register. And BBC ya. Me say oh yeah, because I buy people hunting.
Okay.
There will be a tomorrow.
But and so that more dreams will be influencing EC. No?
We believe that the EC is being influenced because you see
government are manipulating.
They are manipulating them. And says if you have an NIA system which is under the control of government, NASA NIA system no on the better about there. Government can manipulate the system and the independence of the EC cannot be guaranteed in this matter. NC Electoral Commission should not ride on the backbone of an inefficient government-controlled organization like the NIA to do their independent work as Electoral Commission. Enti senya sa anka den no ba ya on ba better parliament, on the parliament for nation, we na to we say, yeah, the guarantee system back home, yeah, the passport back home. Which for us, if you do that, you create opportunity. Say, Obia, only Ghana card, no. And as I say, beside na for said, I've number you Ghana card registration. Almost you Adentin and Nipa, one more SIM card, yeah, my deadline, yes, it's a deadline now because NIA cannot even provide them with the Ghana card.
Okay,
and I believe that we must tread cautiously because otherwise there is a ticking time bomber. But if you want to disenfranchise millions of Ghanaians, Ghanaians will not sit down. And we are urging our members of parliament, we are urging the Speaker of Parliament, say, in the interest of the peace and tranquility of this country, the Speaker should direct, say, more further consultation. And nothing stakeholder engagement, a very critical part of legislative processes and lawmaking processes. One more, and you know, MPP by I'm sure a process curriculum. No more the aba teachers say, hey, teachers, no, stakeholders, no, man consult here. Curriculum, me, they threw it out. If the political parties and the major stakeholders says that do further consultation, the electoral commission should not be obstinate. And just what saying on the concert, why are they? If the political parties are not there, electoral commission won't be here. That is why the voices of reason. Now civil society for all other people almost dream on money that in the year Embra on board near Nantanasi. Now you be fast way. You be craft a constitutional instrument, a be guarantee free, fair, and transparent election. Yentimi and disenfranchising millions of Ghanaians from participating in that electoral process. Okay. Now, Abano, so you're very careful about their utterances because when the government itself is coming out, say, oh yeah, and now you can't never do it. Nature say they are stampeding the process and stampeding the electoral commission to toe to their line, and that one will be unacceptable. Okay,
Chairman, I don't pay that. I'm very grateful. Let me be under 1 minute to final words.
To party chairman about platform.
Yes. Me time then so I come
and I call platform before. On point and I do 11, but they took me to 11:20.
11:20.
And now I'm catching me say chairman. And yet there be any even now. Na oba is no. You hear something Amponfo bio maso mutia. Inti me sure say. With this opportunity, no?
Yeah,
I'll say with me, my producer, Kraka. So, chairman, about it. Chairman, about it. When we free UTV by year 11:30, we could do from about 1. Okay, I've been able to get up
you been here
and move from Tema to this place on time.
Chairman, I understood. Producers need young word, but let deal. Let's deal with the issue of the inflation and the reshuffle. The people calling for reshuffle, no, more NDC for any one, and I think no, I believe it's almost near Juma, but one more pay Juma, no more yes, sir. The current state of our governance, and they said they are buying no air to turn in your man, but Mamintio or Honkakana, your fancy.
He's just mocking Ghanaians. Wouldn't him come say from Afa?
Afa.
What did that?
Afag.
No, not Afag. Afa.
Afa. Yes, Matthew Modin. I don't need association of food soldiers or more within the NPP. Yes. Alliance for Food Soldiers.
And your no issue statement. And your no issue statement is reshuffle.
Yes. And they did a press conference as well.
And the other Nankasa NDC for say on your reshuffle.
No, the president made that statement.
Before Nankasa party no more who say Abano I ran away. Do you know say Afro barometer? Amoya Nansan Yan say Ghana for over 87% of Ghanaians say the country is heading towards the wrong direction. Did you read Afro barometer report?
Yes.
Until we are president, na omaya yetim say Petrua who be a campaign na yeton less than 14 cedis. And also obano babetiso we yi taxes e free swing na aba. Na yeto petrol over 60 Ghana cedis. And na yeti was say cement bo other 60 cedis. And na yeti was say no and rankwa na inflation are rising to 31.7%. And for the manage economy, no. What Bobisia ma ene unya sika baby anti o say oko IMF na oko ekoji sika wa IMF ho. The people who are managing your economy, Dr. Bami or chairman of economic management team no. Inflation agin sam emu. Ene cedi no mo break 8. I'm breaking 8. There is no other 8 to break again because I'm break 8.
The dollar is now 9.2.
As I'm breaking 9. See, the dollar is dangerously getting to 10 cedis. Me call bank and the bank manager and say, they had no the rate of increases. Nobody can plan. What for finance minister? Finance minister na education Bibia and Ejuma. Wa bomb to the extent to say debt to GDP ratio at 80%. You need to space, fiscal space, any other development project. While finance minister just a few days he said Ghana is more resourceful than IMF. The deputy could now parliament say as far as the NPP is concerned, they will not go to IMF today, they will not go to IMF tomorrow. And now watch it. Now once some of this was IMF for say country be a respected principle, and the finance minister and the deputy finance minister should have resigned by now. If the MPP full soldiers now almost say agrona aircon acquire say Manchester United, yeah, cause some way yeah, Ghana Blaster, Emra Yeko wake up. You who say crucial mayen, Yakudu Babia, Yansasa coach now, Yahu better you know. They did the change. Coach no Suba, no, or not so best some players, and he had results. And you have a team that is failing to deliver. Every aspect of the country indicators no are wrong, going to the wrong direction. Now President Nababeka and said the ministers are performing extremely well. When we say Nana Akufo-Addo appointing minister be or minister in charge of monitoring and evaluation.
Yes, I know.
Dr. Akoto.
Yes.
Monitoring and evaluation reports Beno de Abreu. When policy outcomes every policy be a policy outcomes. There will be a key performance indicators KPIs. Are they achieving their KPIs?
President, so you're okay or you're satisfied?
President,
with the performance of the minister.
President, you're okay because on top of true.
I see.
On taxi mu driving taxi drivers bro mo bre onko dwom enko hu se ebinom ko dwom no pa ko bisa emo anything tomatoes any bibi boa ebedu anumra mo so mo kona ne boa asesa. Yes,
but chairman one wa KPIs so eti president na mo obi adwuma pay appointment and wa ma send the panel indicators I won fanya adwuma. If per those indicators no president is satisfied, why should the ordinary Ghanaian complain?
Well, anya Ghana for network man.
Yes. But also won't say the any can.
The president no baby oteno anybody Ghana for the president is living on a different planet. He doesn't know what is happening in this country. Nana Akufo-Addo has lost touch of reality. And yes, sir, and Kasa in some eba any surveys eba any CDD surveys Afrobarometer any a friend is saying info analytics. Nobody beg nanka obetna say bisa say. What is going wrong? This country is heading towards the wrong direction. While party for say, in your man koye, inti nipa na wodo mo ye adwuma no, ye obi no mo baabi a touchline bi o baabi a ebi no mo ye super subs. E bi ado mbehwemu a, wo betimi ahegu. Inti ye hu bibi a. Wo ba be ka kire say okomo de yen. Na na Akufo-Addo mo okomo de obi a o. But we make a very important point because say I'm not to win. Win the whole size. The one near 50 pesos and 1 CD. You see 3 CDs and 5 CDs. Ain't I say accommodate? Yes, I'm accommodate because I do money.
But also more person would destabilize na buying. The more reason why I'm why you say 1 year reshuffle. Munim say the ministers are what say no performing to expectation. But more person would destabilize the government of the day. That is from more the NDC.
See, Nana Akufo-Addo ebra on a cousin of Uriata. A year, a friend say, one more friend say, what the Omwenjiwa, civil society, you say, yeah, Omoya demonstration, ya. Na
Occupy
Flaster House, no money at the Occupy Ghana for Omoyes are now destabilize Abayana. Inti on one party for no so for no destabilize Abayana. In every governance, what it source. And can midterm, midterm assessment. It's not making sense. The reality is that he has put this country on autopilot. Nobody is in charge of the country. Baby, I could be and otherwise, and can we be otherwise to for more? We say things are not going well. Teachers are complaining. Cola no cause of my teachers no. August end. I'm on Cola nana. Or July ending.
The key effect.
July ending.
Yes.
July ending. I'm on Cola nana. Do you know what the teachers are going through? Do you know the lamentations? Or how me because of my unique position as chairman of the opposition party. Security agency process for if you want to barrier crowd no mo gina wo say massa ya bro ntimumra nti say na akufo ado dwen say Ghana for okode wo nti e no mo so onye reshuffle na mpese me repeat say won say Ghana for okomode wo pa because you funi nya adwuma ni ono ane na akufo so okofa 1 million or say 100,000 of no so wagu no those people no omo ni adwuma nya okomode wo enne unemployment rate akọ very high no tell say juma eni ho woni adwuma nso a adidie ede ma nti ene moko Ghana fo ene na MPP for to am fa say mo se me sesa maban o committee na mo sesa maban he has lost touch ade of empathy o ye leader na so nko for bra obetimi abegina TV so ahwe obuma ka kire on say mo ntwa mo komanto mo yem we na meye nti niam abeye wo say o mo bre o come de wom nti no mo kasa so reshuffle yate. You should maintain the same team, not for Monko. Ghana for feel say they don't have any say in our governance process. Your governance system, no, you will be your friend, no, your friend, non-state actors. Okay. Civil society and the ordinary people, no, constitute a majority of the people or the sector. Almost contribution to governance system. I didn't know. President Mills was on the meet the people and meet the press.
The People's Assembly.
Not media for Krana, hypo and media. More afraid of Kessben. Because I also come demo. In
all these economic difficulties, there is a cost to it. One more child say, your international crisis are Ukraine for any money, Russia for any affect here. But in all of this, more criticize it. But what is the alternative?
Maybe so.
More catch them with direct alternate empty because Mokasa tra Monfa Bibia and two table no so bit me contribute to the SSR by any.
Our question is why are Centronia or team and we and Sanka will be some cry.
As I said, because you need
President John Dramani Mahama a lot of intervention actually what we should even going to IMF Oba have a catcher say baby a moduno man IMF Inyama Ejija he suggested President Mahama suggested say when we face a similar crisis you organize be a friend central consensus and you didn't call for one day by some year transit you develop a homegrown economic strategy na yemfa entry on my embassy answer na you be free indicators were very very high but our growth rate was increasing our inflation was going down all the pointers no na go for the say 2017 2018 the indicators were good because at that time no the foundation has been built.
Now why is it the IMF? Now IMF actually modalities, you know.
But I am saying,
maintain fiscal discipline.
They came and ensured some follow for 2 years strictly, and that made sure economy ni beti meja na mo so. Enti yama alternative be Dr. Afonso and Abu Jinapo friends Jinapo Sami Abu Jinapo John Jinapo any Adongo num at every instance biano are giving alternatives say muye we na be I mean that is the best we can. President Mahama said say mo building a non-partisan friends and platform. Na mo say yemra menim de fo nyina beba because Ghana first na adwen papa bi o ha ye de aba na ye de aba bebo am. And also accommodate in criticizing until you should continue to mock at Ghanaians. Yende you feel say even when you take our manifesto now we niyama ya share say ya de beba e de abebo Ghana for Ukraine as someone working when we say Greek minister no so why plan for food and jobs and so next school for cry aduane on bedi e school mu no school secondary schools are closing because aduane ni ho amode be man kola na di school feeding program or feeding and kola what basic schools no a collapse because aduane ni ho awon bedi. So what is the KPI of the planting for food and jobs? One must say warehouses. Go and show me a single warehouse. I am tempted to believe, say, they were importing a bro free Ukraine. One more on the Kogu warehouses, food and planting for food and jobs.
But I need a huge allegation.
I am saying it because say yes sadia. I don't know say Ukraine for ntokwa a bro ye dua Ghana no. Ya to bombu bia to afu bi mana. Ghana bro arofo ben what say Ukraine for ntokwa aba besi omunti akuafo ntimi nkwa afu. It is the government policies. You buy a free fertilizer. Free fertilizer na yede mano increase production of food crops. Yes, not for some people buy almost ton and then fertilizer no could be ni ho ni enya and ye dey maku afford the adwuma. Enti no farmers are suffering, poultry farmers, and I've been giving an analogy maybe as me I'm a poultry farmer, I'm a crop farmer. Me a practical agriculturist. A farmer, me nya obi a me de man no keke e don were. Me do fu. For about 25 years, I've been in farming. And then go and ask. Poultry farmers are closing their farms because a broker am feed and one. So if you are injected so much money into planting for food and jobs, and the food is not on the market, then what is the outcome of that policy? It is a monumental failure. Who could be a Greek minister or some Mayere Ekujoma and Bisano? Naviro Okujoma or the land and the Kujum.
Okay, Chairman, 5 minutes to go, but a lot of messages are being, Chairman Ofosu Amponfo has made the NDC attractive, still maintain. Chairman Ofosu all the way, still maintain. Retain Ofosu Amponfo for a better position of the NDC. A lot more of party for now, a monitor or Facebook, no, HSS still maintain. Obasa national chairman beam.
That will be you say yes.
Tell me where direct question.
No, but I just want to give you on bizarre. Yes, Christo say when Messiah na na say nhwe for him. And no say mobile mo hu say ni frɛ for ani abi. Akwatafo ho afi. Abubuafo nante. What other sign are you looking after?
I see.
2018 the party share me some belly the party. Me ni team. Abo modern ama yakọ election na. Yakọ election ni lose election 2016 by 1 million vote plus. Now you lose about 53 seats.
Yeah.
Your election in just 2 years under my administration. Emma yet me wipe out. So majority na MPP for no. Emma seats bia yet me winning 24 years. A yes one seat Eastern region. 24 years ni win here. Tema East 24 years ni win here. Okanko North 24 years ni win here. Several other seats are winning now under our leadership. We were able to win those seats. Emma you're creating hang parliament. And then no parliament any majority and any minority. Under our leadership, we've been able to produce the Speaker of Parliament for the first time in the history of this 1992 first constitutional dispensation.
Yeah.
Yenya Speaker of Free Opposition Party or your Speaker. About what you know, improve your votes by over 2 million votes in less than 4 years. Yatimia build a unified party. You got to about flag bearer aspirants within 1 week. You do now buy no President Mama Bayer Juma. Emma, your promise is that all of them will get a place. Emma, your campaign manager was somebody who contested against President Mama. He became the campaign manager, Professor Joshua. We have built unity in the party. Your party now is attractive, attracting professionals. We are attracting all manner of people. And then so by your office now. Yes, yeah, membership drive. Now, a nipa eba. Now, me come baby say, "Nra bank manager be a kojina. Friend saying, branch election. And when we need a chairman, and then we cheer me nra. Ewo tema west ade koju. Nam say, hey, say dey ade no, baby edu no. Obiade no ho hwemu bi. Our party have space for ordinary people, the kayayers, the drivers, the teachers, the lawyers, the farmers, the fishermen. The professors, everybody is coming on board. Yama party now you're attractive.
It's chairman.
It's someone person me catch one and say, "Send a yesu can and we are not expecting any new Messiah. Messiah nankasa ewo." And I want to assure all NDC supporters, say, I am a unifier, and I want to build a unified party. It is only through unity and it makes me win election. Okay. I was the national organizer of the party for 9 years, and I can attest to the fact that 2008 election we didn't have money. We didn't have logistics. We didn't have resources. We have an honest and trusted leader, Professor Mills, and we had a united party behind him. We went into the election, no opposition, we need.
Okay.
Now we have credible leadership for the party, and we have somebody who can lead us into the promised land. Now you build the party near my structure and support to whoever becomes our flag bearer.
And no contribution, no chop.
I know they say in the
No contribution, no chop. Yes, a ginger grassroots, no.
Hey, no matter. Obi Hufu, no be akeka.
Okay.
Yes, full soldiers, nam. Serial callers are a radio station, communicators, and 90-year Juma, 1 more registration rules, 1 more year Juma, into 1 the woman unipa. Into 1 more year Juma Boyano, say Yami Bois, that's a power bar. So be or why was say your mom, Common year Juma be your party numa, will consider them first. Because Obi who.
Chama Meda, Sibi to some chia woman. And thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much. BOT Bernardo Dotechi, good morning and thank you for watching. At a minute, the national chairman of the NDC, Anna Edin Komono. It was here. My memory question, for the source na